just maybe, the snow falling down at the beginning of a snow leopard hunt will be a good sign for things to come. I'm sure it'll come as no surprise. We are back up here in the mountains of Sooner Baton, still looking for a diamond snow leopard, and just for fun I thought we'd switch up the loadout a little bit. We've brought the 6.5, which I think will be a pretty cool gun to hunt him with, and we'll see if that brings us any additional luck. Well, as you can see, all the snow has melted, but we've got our first snow leopard of the hunt down here, a level 2 female that just happened to be in that perfect little opening, and I'm not really certain if we can get a shot through there. I really don't think those rocks have hitboxes, so we're gonna try this, and at the very least maybe we can learn if they do. So that definitely impacted, definitely gonna bring her down, and I think that's really good info to have. Now, would I do that with a level 9? I don't think I'd risk hitting the rock and having the 9 take off, but with a level 2 female, we can definitely go for that, and it may have taken a while to find our first one, but finally getting eyes on one, finally getting a bullet through the vitals, and hopefully it's only up from here. Now, one thing through the rocks, we couldn't see the fur type. It is the snow variant. I was hoping maybe we get lucky with a leucistic, but no such luck there. And she is laying just down here in the brush. So, actually that hit pretty much perfect. Double lung and somehow clipped the stomach on the way through. Just a 21 scoring bronze. But if we can find more like that in the wide open, that will not be a bad deal. It really, what gets so time consuming about snow leopard hunting is often tracking them down. That part we got to completely avoid. Now we've got a max estimate woolly hair track, and despite having a diamond, we're gonna have to go and try to find that. So we've got some woolly hair here. That's gonna be the one there, at least I assume. I think that's just the light gray. They always look like that white variant. Oh, barely hit that, but we'll take it. We always want to just make absolutely certain, because so many times we'll get 2 max weight estimate hairs in the same little group. So if we maybe just go and pick that up and then I guess watch to make sure the tracks disappear, that'll be one way to determine whether or not that was it. That is, though, a 2.98, so nothing real special. Got it in the back leg, and at least luckily there, doesn't really matter. For a second it looked like those tracks stayed, but they did not, so that was the correct one. But we can just be on our way. Oh my goodness. It ain't a snow leopard, but a max weight estimate black fur type tahr track just sitting up here. I don't know where it might be. It's fresh though, so we probably want to slow this down, and if our tahr grind has taught us anything, they like to feed right out in this area, so we take this slow, we don't spook them. I think we should be just fine, and maybe we can even take them with the 6.5. That is our guy, right out there at 170, 81 to 93, and I think just for the sake of it, gonna try to alert him, and as soon as he just stops moving, get that shot through with the 6.5, straight into the heart. It almost had to have been. Even though tahr aren't the most robust animals, I don't think the 6.5 drops one with just a single lung. That is a really cool kill, and you know, go figure. All these weeks, we keep chasing diamond snow leopards, and we get trophy blue sheep after trophy blue sheep, leucistics, diamonds, huge diamonds even. Today we finally switch it up a little bit, and we still get a trophy mountain species, but this time a tahr. And if only the snow had remained up here, like taking that shot with him standing up on this high point would have been so cool, but they're such a neat looking animal. Like the silvery tones through the neck and stuff, they just look so good. But we are in multiplayer, so we better claim this and get him taxed quickly. That's interesting, 92.99, and he went up to 93. Rare tahr pretty much always score right at the top of the estimate. I've never seen this before though. Where one's 0.99, any animal that scores top of the estimate typically when they're rare, and not the actual estimate. That's kind of cool. Little unique feature about this guy. And now our biggest black fur tahr at 92.99, call it 93, and I would even bet the trophy lodge will say 93 when we go back. Tracked him 1.5 kilometers, just a really cool looking tahr. And we're kind of taking a different approach today than normal. I think that's like the 3rd kill of the hunt. We're an hour and 45 minutes in. We really are trying to focus in just on snow leopards, and it hasn't produced a whole lot up until that, but that makes it all worth it easily. And we've got a male snow leopard just down the hill. Our tahr led us right to it. Somehow he didn't spook. We're gonna have to be real careful and just try to crawl right up to the edge here and maybe look down over. We know he's got to be like almost base of the hill. Based on the distance, I can see him. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I don't think I've ever started like shaking when I spotted a max level animal. Legendary snow leopard, 27 to 29. Can we get this shot with the 6.5? He knows we're here. I don't love that he's just kind of walking along. I think as soon as he comes into this clearing, we're gonna try to get this. That should be good. He's going down. They troll. I know they troll. I've seen people post multiple trolls in a row. That was the snow variant, which is definitely my preference. I so hope that makes it. That would be the most absurd back-to-back kills we've had on Sooner Baton. Easily. Our first ever legendary snow leopard. Snow variant, no doubt. Cross my fingers as we collect. No way! Oh, I feel like I jinxed it. Come on. 28.95. Well, we've killed a max level of every animal on Sooner Baton now. I guess I'll tax it. It's our biggest one. Oh, my heart rate is going so fast. And it's such a letdown. Dang it. Well, they exist. We know that much. Sure hope we don't have the multiple back-to-back trolls like I talked about, because I jinxed it trolling. Dang it, man. It's a good thing we got that tahr, or I'd be so much more upset. Well, that's pretty close. Not exactly in the rest zone, at least where that track shows. There is a female snow leopard somewhere right here in front of us. I think we're gonna try to maybe see if we can spot it first. No luck there. And I can't hear any footsteps. I guess we'll crouch up. Can we actually see? There it is. Just a level 3. I don't think we can shoot through those kind of rocks. If she keeps going though, she's alarmed. That had to be at best in the vertebrae, but I figured it was worth trying to hit something. And I think it probably ultimately will bring her down, though it might take some time. And indeed it did. Fortunately, we had gotten her disturbed veg already, so I knew she was caramel fur, otherwise maybe we wouldn't have gone for that. And it was straight into the vertebrae, though the thing doesn't show it very well. And that was one of many cases with snow leopards, where if we have a shot, we're just going to go for it and bring it down. Unless, of course, we have a level 9, like we had earlier on. And it's been, I don't know, 30 minutes since then. And I feel like my heart rate has just gone back down. Seeing that 9 legendary. And I didn't even think of it. Max score is 30. So I should have immediately thought, not a great estimate. It didn't even occur to me. And then just getting trolled was so unfortunate. But still pressing on here, still trying to find other ones. We're going to try to loop up and around, although I guess since we went this way, that spot's probably no longer in the cards. We'll kind of move up this direction then. And that may have actually to some degree worked out, because there are a ton of yak up here. That's pretty interesting how those two just switch places. I don't think there's any real big ones. So maybe we'll just go for the best mythical in here, which may end up being that one hiding behind the now level 7 in front. So, oh, there's even still more over there. Oh, there's a 9. Can't say I'm super surprised, and I don't love the estimate. Would really be unfortunate if that guy makes it after the snow leopard trolled. I am looking at it. It is real wide set like the ones that tend to make it. We'll see. That shot should be plenty to bring him down. And we'll also make sure we're not going to get run over. There's a ton of them in here. Couple run around this way, but not aggressive. So I think we should be good to go and track him down wherever he ended up. And so, short little track over here. He does look like some of the diamonds we have. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad that trolled. 272.89, trolled by about 0.4. I think that's the closest troll we've had since the one for our first hunt in early access. As I said, if that would have made it, an animal that trolls so often, and our snow leopard would have trolled us, I think I would have been a lot more bummed out. So we're going to maybe try to find one more snow leopard out here, and I guess we'll maybe loop kind of down that direction to try to do so. And in the meantime, we'll maybe stop by some other yak lakes, see what else we can find. And who knows at this rate, we've had a level 9 snow leopard and a level 9 yak. Could we find another level 9 snow leopard? We'll see. Now that is interesting. There was a snow leopard call right down in this area, and I can just about guarantee that yak did not spook because of us. So it has to be right down there. The question is, will it chase him? Or is it just kind of walking around? You'd think we'd be able to see it. And yet, somehow we can't. Could it be from that far away? Maybe. Wind is just horrible. That's her there, alarmed at about 90. I don't know if that's gonna punch into a lung. It may have. Bringing her down decently fast. I've had 2 snow leopards closer together than that before, so gonna mark right about where he spooked from, which would have been somewhere over there, and we'll check for any kind of footprints before we take off. And by the way, we do have vital blood, so if this ends up being our final snow leopard, and if there are no tracks over there of anything else, at least a decent way to wrap up only the one then that we kind of purposely shot through the vertebrae that we didn't make a solid hit on. And of course, you know, with our 9, that wasn't a problem. It was like it worked out so perfectly. Didn't spook, it didn't have any issues, and just ends up being 0.05 too small. So let's go over here, let's try to figure this out. Man, that would be a long way from that yak to spook. The wind wasn't great for us, but we had been prone for a long time. I can't imagine that he was spooking from us in any way, shape, or form. No sign, though, of any kind of snow leopard track, so maybe he did spook from that female that far away. That would have been pretty far to notice her from, but she had definitely moved, and maybe her walking, trotting down to that spot was why. Regardless, one little bonus yak for the road, and we will go back and place our black tahr in the trophy lodge. And I'm still not sure. I guess we'll put a multi-mount together with the troll snow leopard, even though it's just going to be sadness walking past it every time. Either way, this guy is going to be a silver at 220. I want to make sure. Okay, that's not attacking us, it's just running by. So we can go ahead then and jump back. And for the sake of keeping stuff sort of where we know where it is, we're going to go back to the second lodge once again here. We've got our Go to the Mountain multi-mount with our Leucistic Blue Sheep and our almost Diamond Snow Leopard. And by the way, had he made Diamond, it would pretty much be time to do our lodge stream, redoing everything and figuring out exactly how we are going to kind of have 2 different lodges sort of meshing into one. So since we're here anyway, I think what we're going to do is take down probably... I like the albino springbok. Let's take down the melanistic axis deer in favor of our 92.99. I'm surprised that it doesn't show 93 flat. But our black fur type gold tahr. And I think if we have him right there front and center with our pseudo mellow white tiger, that will look pretty darn good. So unfortunately, the hunt for a diamond snow leopard goes on, but perhaps a bit of an improvement getting a level 9 today. And on that note, that is going to do it for this one. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.